There's a mysterious island in the middle of the ocean where giant stone heads stare out over the sea. A city lost for over 1,000 years was carved entirely into rock. And deep beneath Turkey, a hidden underground civilization once thrived in total secrecy. How did ancient people build these impossible wonders? And could they hold the key to lost technology, advanced knowledge, or something even more mysterious? Stick around because the answers might just change the way you see history forever. We've all heard of places like the Great Pyramids of Egypt and Machu Picchu, but there are ancient wonders around the world that scientists still struggle to explain. How were they built? Who created them? And what secrets do they hide? From massive megalithic structures that defy modern engineering to hidden cities lost to time, we're about to take you on a mind-blowing journey to the most mysterious ancient wonders of our planet. But one question remains: did ancient civilizations have knowledge we've lost? Or were they helped by something not of this world? Let's find out. 1. The Great Sphinx of Giza, Egypt, the statue with a secret. For thousands of years, a giant, half-human, half-lion figure has been watching over the sands of Egypt. The Great Sphinx of Giza is one of the most mysterious monuments in human history. But here's the real question: how did the ancient Egyptians carve this massive structure from a single slab of limestone over 4,500 years ago without modern tools? Archaeologists believe it represents Pharaoh Khafre, but there's a problem. Some evidence suggests it could be far older. Some even claim the Sphinx was built over 10,000 years ago. There are strange weather patterns on the stone that suggest water erosion, yet the Sahara has been dry for thousands of years. If that's true, then who really built it? And why is it looking towards the rising sun? Some believe it could be a remnant of an ancient civilization that existed long before the Egyptians. But here's where it gets crazier. Many ancient cultures around the world also built similar lion-human hybrid statues. The Sphinx of Giza isn't unique, it's part of a global mystery. What were these ancient people trying to tell us? 9. The secret underground cities of Cappadocia, Turkey. Now imagine walking through a vast underground city that could house 20,000 people. A hidden world beneath the surface, with tunnels, living quarters, and even churches carved into the rock. This place is real. It's called Derinkuyu, one of many ancient underground cities in Cappadocia, Turkey. But here's the crazy part: no one knows exactly who built them or why. Some theories say these were emergency bunkers built thousands of years ago to hide from an unknown enemy. Others claim they were homes for an advanced civilization that lived underground. The most bizarre theory? Some believe these tunnels were built to protect people from an alien invasion. Sounds crazy, right? But then why did they go through so much effort to hide? 8. The glowing shores of Vadhu Island, Maldives. At first glance, Vadhu Island in the Maldives looks like another tropical paradise: white sands, palm trees, crystal clear waters. But at night it transforms. The waves start glowing neon blue, making the entire shoreline look like something out of a fantasy movie. It's called bioluminescence, caused by tiny marine organisms that light up when disturbed. Here's the weirdest part: scientists still don't fully understand why they glow. Some say it's a defense mechanism. Others believe it's just a reaction to movement. But one thing's for sure: walking on a glowing beach under the stars is one of the most surreal travel experiences you can have. 7. The floating villages of Tonle Sap, Cambodia. What if your entire city moved with the seasons? In Cambodia, there's a place where people don't live on land, they live on the water. The floating villages of Tonle Sap rise and fall with the changing water levels. Houses, schools, and even grocery stores float on wooden stilts, shifting position as the lake expands and shrinks throughout the year. These people have adapted to a life completely controlled by water. Their homes move, their roads disappear, and their entire way of life depends on one of the most unpredictable lakes on Earth. But here's the mystery: no one really knows how long people have been living this way. Some experts believe the floating villages could date back over 1,000 years. 6. The ancient rock-cut churches of Lalibela, Ethiopia. Imagine walking through a desert landscape, and then suddenly you discover a church carved directly into the rock below your feet. That's exactly what you'll find in Lalibela, Ethiopia. But here's the shocking part: these churches weren't built. They were carved straight down into solid rock. Experts believe they were created in the 12th century, but no one knows exactly how they did it. Some of these churches are 10 meters deep, with intricate designs, tunnels, and even hidden passageways. The legend? King Lalibela was guided by angels who helped carve the churches in just one night. Whether you believe the legend or not, one thing is clear: this is one of the most mysterious places on Earth. #5. The Eternal Flame Falls, USA, the fire that never dies. Deep in the forests of New York, there's a waterfall that's always on fire. Yeah, you heard that right, fire and water together. It's called the Eternal Flame Falls, and what makes it so mysterious is that a small, flickering flame burns continuously behind the falling water. How is this even possible? Scientists believe the flame is fueled by a natural gas leak from deep within the earth. But here's the problem: the type of rock surrounding the waterfall shouldn't be able to produce enough heat for gas to leak out like this. So where is this eternal flame really coming from? Is there an unknown natural force at work? Or something even stranger? #4. The Devil's Pool, Zambia, nature's infinity edge. Imagine swimming right on the edge of a 350-foot waterfall. Sounds crazy, right? Well, in Zambia, you can do just that. The Devil's Pool is a natural rock pool sitting on the very edge of Victoria Falls, one of the biggest waterfalls on Earth. But here's the wildest part: you can actually swim right up to the edge without getting swept over. The rock formation creates a natural barrier, keeping you from falling, but one wrong move, and it's a 100-meter drop straight down. Would you dare to try it? #3. Mount Roraima, Venezuela, the floating mountain. Now, get this: there's a place so strange that it inspired The Lost World by Arthur Conan Doyle. Mount Roraima in Venezuela looks like a floating island in the clouds. It's a giant, flat-topped mountain with sheer cliffs rising over 2,800 meters into the sky. But the real mystery? Scientists believe this place could be home to species that exist nowhere else on Earth. It's so remote, so isolated, that it's like stepping into a prehistoric world. And here's the kicker: locals believe the mountain is the home of gods and ancient spirits. Some even claim it was once part of a much larger continent that broke apart millions of years ago. #2. The underwater ruins of Yonaguni, Japan, Atlantis in Asia. Could this be proof of an ancient lost civilization? Deep beneath the waters off the coast of Yonaguni, Japan, lies an underwater stone structure that looks eerily like a pyramid. Here's where it gets weird: it's perfectly carved, with straight edges, staircases, and what looks like roads. But according to history, no civilization in this area should have been advanced enough to build something like this. Some researchers believe it's proof of an unknown ancient culture, maybe even an Asian version of Atlantis. Others say it's just a natural formation. But what do you think? #1. The most mysterious place on Earth in 2025. So we've seen ancient lost cities, floating islands, and underwater pyramids. But this next place? It's so mysterious that no one is even allowed to visit it. Deep in the Indian Ocean, there's an island where time has stopped. It's called North Sentinel Island. And here's the shocking truth: no one knows exactly what's on it. Why? Because the people who live there, the Sentinelese, have never made contact with the modern world. Anyone who tries to go near gets attacked immediately. The last person who got too close? He was never seen again. The Indian government has completely banned visitors. No one knows how they live, what language they speak, or even how long they've been there. Some scientists believe they've been isolated for over 60,000 years. It's one of the last untouched places on Earth. But here's the real question: what if they know something we don't? The world is full of mysteries, and we've barely scratched the surface. But tell me, which of these places would you visit first? Let me know in the comments, and if you love discovering the world's hidden wonders, hit that subscribe button.